Welcome to ReOrganize, your go-to show for exploring the vibrant world of UP Cebu student organizations. Get inspired by real stories of passion and purpose, from the spotlight of performing arts to the strategy behind sports and everything in between. Whether you're looking for your next interest or just curious about what drives these dynamic orgs, you're in the right place. Stay tuned, only here on ReOrganize.
What is up, scholars ng bayan? Welcome to ReOrganize, your go-to program about everything related to UP Cebu's organizations and student groups.
We are back with another episode where we give you not only an exclusive interview but also exciting games with our student leader.
This is DJ Maya together with
DJ Sai, your companions for today as we navigate the world of music.
only here at ReOrganize.
Stay connected, stay engaged, stay reorganized.
You're listening to DYUP Cebu, Kauban Nimo. Ang imong kauban, di kabiyaan. DYUP Cebu, Kauban Nimo. From highs to lows. From laughter to tears. Kauban Nimo ang DYUP Cebu.
Hoy Grace, stress man kay katanawon, okay ra ka?
Lagi? Lately, Faith ba? Na-overwhelmed ko sa akad, sa family. Ako na pa dyan sa dorm. Life has been troublesome.
Taon pud sa kong beshi, uy. Kasuway nakag-talk ana with someone, mental health is really important, you know?
Oo, pero how ka ba asa mo start? Plus, napat yung stigma around it.
Lagi. Maunang sugda na tugsulo nga part pud ang mental health sa atong overall well-being.
Unsang man ako pagsugod?
Daghan og resources nga pwede nimo maduulan. Parihas anang community centers, hotlines, og support online. You don't have to go through this alone.
Sakto siya ka, Faith. Sa mga panahon nga di ta kabarog, maybe it's time to take that step and reach out.
End the stigma, speak your mind, and well mind what you speak.
And ReOrganize is back live. Are you a fan of any band by DJ Sai?
Well, personally, DJ Justinne, my favorite band is actually the Juans because ang ilang mga songs like makapierce gid siya sa atong hearts. But speaking of makapierce sa hearts, naabot na atong own pride diri sa UP Cebu. Kinsa ka ani sila?
Let's not wait any further. Let's introduce our guest. We have here together with us in the radio booth is Merales from the UP Society for Talented and Resourceful University Musicians, or STRUM, UP Cebu's music organization. Let's give it a round of applause. Before we get into it, please introduce yourself for our listeners.
Hello. Just can madong ko.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, I'm Troy pala. A fourth year BS Math. Before I go into the specifics, let me thank DYUP Cebu for DYUP Cebu. Sorry. DYUP Cebu for having me. This is actually my first time in the radio room, and yeah, it's quite nice. So like I said before, I'm Troy Merales, a fourth year mathematics. And that's all? Or do I have to confirm?
If you have any other things to say,
So I guess my love of music started when I was around grade 4. And that started because my dad actually know how to play guitar, and he taught me everything that I know today.
Yes, that's good, no? Like naa kay musical background. So maayong hapon balik Troy. So karon ato ang hibaon ang history sa Upstrum, no? So, as the founder of Upstrum way back 2023, giunsa man pagkahimuan ning Upstrum?
Okay, so funny story. Um, I dili ko actually org person. Like in high school, I didn't join any orgs, and in high school, I mean in college when I was a freshman, I didn't join any as well. So, um, the reason being because I don't have anything that really resonated with me. I guess the only thing that really resonated is music, and I'm bummed to know nga wala di ay o koan music org here in UP Cebu. So why not me myself? I'm ako na lang ang mag-create og space where musicians can jam together and share everything that we know. And yeah, that started my fire for building Upstrum.
So when you built Upstrum, you started solo muna or did you have friends to start it up with you? Like how was it recruiting new members?
Actually, I have a co-founder. His name is Lou Anthony Coralde. Third year BS Stat. But busy siya karon. Na siya dito sa PH, nag-andam sa among padung na concert. And yeah, we started kami lang duwa then nag-coordinate me like the logos and constis and other stuff. And then once nahuman me is we actually went to UP Cebu Freedom Wall. So that was actually our tool for recruiting members. And to my surprise, nakaabot mig 40 registrations on that night lang.
Yes.
That's really impressive. It's nice to know nga daghan kaayong mga aspiring musicians po diri sa Cebu and your organization actually gave them another reason to continue that passion. So, so aside sa Freedom Mall, what other strategies man for you guys to reach the other students here in UP Cebu?
So aside the Freedom Wall and aside from word of mouth kasi syempre dili ko na malikayan nga word of mouth. Apil ani nga org. The main platform nga makakuha mig members is actually our jamming sessions every Wednesday. So naara mi sa kiosk like we just jam, we sing songs, we play our guitars, and then yeah, the passers-by mo duol sila namo, uy, unsa ni nga org? And then yeah, we introduce ourselves and if interested sila, pwede ra sila mo join.
Yes, that's nice. No, that's really a proof that music connects people despite the diversity that we have. So, throughout the years, Troy, how did Upstrum grow?
So we started like my vision for Upstream before was actually just jamming sessions and kanang avenue for people to give their knowledge in music. But little did I know is mo grow di siya to something i-invite na di sa other orgs to perform. So I remember our first ever nga invitation was actually the lighting of Christmas tree way back in 2023. So the one that invited us was Caitlynn. I don't know if you know her, but she's very famous for being very vocal about her stances in political views. So shout out kay Caitlynn. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now in your fourth year, what are your final plans or something that you want to leave to the organization which you have founded along with your co-founder? Like, are you confident that Upstrum could reach greater heights in the coming years?
So ang akong ganahan unta for Upstrum before I leave is to be more structured like the other orgs. So what I mean by structured is because ang Upstrum is we only lihok if naay mag-invite namo. But I want to be the org nga mo start gyud og something. So that started with Amped Up, which is we're going to talk about later, right? So aside from Amped Up, ganahan ko mag organize og events nga kami jud ang mo spearhead. And in terms of confident ko if ever okay siya before I leave, I guess okay ra kay I'm giving it to someone responsible. So our current chairperson is Gwyneth a second year stat. And based sa iyang efforts karon like the concert na mga padulong siya man nag-spearhead, very like naray future gyud ang Upstrum.
That's interesting and very impressive because I heard from my friends din nga that are also new members sa UpStrum nga. They said nga ano siya, like very casual lang, dili ra kayo rigorous yung training. So they felt welcomed, but it's really inspiring din nga na amoy future plans to further structurize your organizations. Now, speaking of wanting to be more initiative, let's talk about the previous attempts din, like your gigs and performances and concerts.
Yeah, so you mentioned earlier, right, that your first gig was in the Paskuhan sa UP.
Yes.
But did you also attend by the walkout last November 2023?
Yes, actually. Yeah, I was the guitarist actually for that. So we performed one song. Actually, I forgot about that. Thank you for mentioning. So yeah.
So what made you join that invitation, since it was like someone invited you as a fresh organization to perform in that certain event? Or what
Tapos-
motivated you?
Actually, si Ate Kling Sadto ang nag-invite na ako. So, very kuan gud mi ni Ate Kling. And she invited me she's from NKE, and NKE was one of the organizers for the walkout. So, she invited me along with Ate Hana. She was the singer, by the way, for that. We performed Awit ng Kabataan. So, very sakto ra jud siya kay Awit ng Kabataan and Walkout. I think it really resonates with the theme.
So during that time, did you carry UpStrum's name din or like individual participation yun?
We carried UpStrum actually. We posted that on the page, and we are very vocal about how we can use our voice and music to be a political stance.
Yeah, it's good to hear that UpStrum is not solely for entertainment, but also be an instrument for political matters to be heard by the people. So speaking of more sessions, like you've had your first campus concert last April 7, 2024, which is the Amped Up. So could you share to us like what preparations or leaps did you make aning a time, like unsa yung mga sacrifices, inyong mga na-face nga challenges, and how did you overcome all of those challenges?
So the one challenge nga mo come to my mind is actually time, because nagplano ko ato like at least 1 month preparation, but little did I know niabot na di ang moratorium. So moratorium actually kay mao na ang time nga wala na pwede nga org activities kay padung na human ang SEM. So mo focus ng mga students to final exams, and then ang moratorium is 2 weeks na DI from our initial planning. So nagkagubot ang everything. So but we pushed through. Like nakaya ra, like thankful ko sa akong officers nga nakakuan ra sila, naka-work despite the limited time.
Well, that's good to hear na nga with collective efforts is na successful ra gid inyong Amped Up and naka-inspire nga mag second concert mo this year. So, as freshies, we're curious as to how UpStrum prepare and gear up for their gigs and busking sessions, whether in school or outside the university. So, yung sa ninyo pag-prepare inyong setlist, inyong performances, yeah.
So first kay syempre ang kinasugdan gud ana is our song choices. So kana magsabot mi sa within the band, and once we have our song choices mo atomig studio. So there are different studios in Cebu nga kanang mapraktisan, but ang problema ra gud namo ana nga studio kay it comes from our pocket jud. So fund the arts, fund the organizations yun dapat. And then once makapractice mi, so logistics, mag-rent mig amps, mag-book mi sa venue, and then once prepared na both ang logistics and the people, I think ready na to start the event yun.
Wow, like very impressive ang effort and passion ninyo, ani, especially it's from your own efforts nga, like fund the arts, guys. So we'll be right back after a short break.
Nasa tiyan mo pa lang ako, alagang-alaga mo na ako. Kung ano ang kinakain mo, yun din ang kinakain ko. Mga nanay, kain kayo ng mabuti ah!
OMG, I just got a message. It says 50,000 peso prize. All I have to do is click this link.
Wow, 50,000 pesos? Totally not a scam.
Come on, what if it's real? I can finally pay off my debts.
Are you seriously going to submit all of those? Doesn't it look fishy that they're asking for personal details?
How are they going to send me my money without knowing these? Free money is free money.
Stop right there. Free money online? That's like winning the lottery, except you're actually losing. Think before you click. And don't forget, check the website first. Does it look official? Is the page credible? Spelling errors, weird links, and shady URLs are red flags. Stay smart, check first, and only click what's safe. Better safe than sorry, and better informed than fooled.
This is a friendly reminder from ReOrganize. Stay connected, stay engaged, stay reorganized.
Time check, it's 11:14 in the morning, and ReOrganize is back. Still here with us is Troy of STRUM. So, just a recap of what Troy said, no? Like, they really had a hard time and they really worked hard to establish STRUM together with his co-founder, in which they invited a lot of musicians to join with us, which has been successful. And now, Troy, speaking of success, happy na inyong concert. There are only a few hours left. So how are you feeling right now?
So, I'm feeling pressured kay the medyo gubot ang among soundcheck, but hopefully mapush through ra siya. So, yes.
So like, what are your expectations for the event later? Especially nga, from the pre-registrations pa lang, daghan na kaayong gakuan, nag-expect or like mo attend sa event later. Tas, what are the guests nga, the audience there could expect for, and also the theme and purpose of this concert?
So, I'm actually kind of scared kay before we actually had the pre-registration sad. So the only people nga nag pre-register kay around 50 ra. But niabot siya 300. So what more karon nga 200 ang na pre-register. Pila na lang ka ang actual. So kana mo rag kuan ko if like masakto ba sa venue ang ingana kadaghan nga people, and maka-pressure pod siya kay I think bigger siya in terms of audience nga kuan metric compared sa last year. So
well, that's good to hear sa Droy no nga. There are a lot of people nga mo-support sa ato ang local bands here in Cebu, and that really indicates how great of a group you are, no, na ang Upstrum. So speaking of groups, is that later on natin mga various groups nga ma-perform na atay Sunset Drive, we have the Coda. So can you share some insights or like what are these groups all about, man?
okay, so before I go through the bands nga na-mention nimo, we actually have 5 bands nga dili pa named because they are mostly freshies and mostly new to the org. So gihatag na mo sila time gihapon, dili rami limited to the seasoned bands, but we give platforms for new people to show their talent pod. Kay since syempre akwe man gihapon ni not really concert ra siya but partly akwe siya, so we can know about them on say capabilities nila and that. And then from aside from them, nasa mid-season bands of course. So you mentioned Sunset Drive, Serenade, Climax, and other. So they were formed actually kay same band ra sila from last concert, but with an addition, Coda. So Coda, that's I'm part actually of Coda. So na form ang Coda because we were invited by the FASO to perform in their disenyo. So disenyo is an annual ba na or biannual, I don't know. So it's an event nga ikuan sa FASO to show product design nga outputs. So that was held in Ayala around April. So yeah, that the same group formed to play sad for karon.
So, yung other groups, and how were they formed, especially yung sa mga freshies nga unnamed pa yung groups nila? How were they formed? Was it through like mutual agreement or same lang sa Coda nga? There was this situation that caused them to be grouped together.
Mostly actually sa groups is kailan agad sila sa ilang self. So probably nagsabot-sabot ra sila, then they tapped us if unsa na nga groups ilang na form. But napod uban nga we kami ang nag-organize ana nga group, like if moingon ako sa tao kani nga genre akong ganahan, kani nga genre akong ganahan. So we're gonna group them into one group kay para cohesive gyapon ilang ma-produce nga sound.
So Upstrum aims for cohesiveness. That's really good kay na-explore ang taga-genre og na ay ang certain member jud mahatagag chance nga dira mag-focus sa certain genre. So like, can you give a single word or phrase that could describe or separate each group from each other?
Siguro culture.
Culture.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you would describe Coda in one word, since you're part of Coda, how would you describe it, Moni?
Graduating. Kay most sa among members is graduating actually. I'm gonna explain actually the reason behind our group name. So Coda is actually the last part of a musical piece. So that's why we named ourselves Coda, because we're on the last year na, and hopefully with our last year we can go out with a bang.
Yeah, that's very witty no sa pag-craft sa name. So, speaking of wittiness, so naputi nakitaan nga mga witty nga post sa Facebook sa inyong mga teaser na atay mga like, this is a shout out to my ex. So, unsa man ni siya like, mao ba na itong mga mabatian later, or it's simply like describe sa mga group, since like namin naka-indicate nga itong mga caption, naputi mga OPM nga kung di rin tayo sa huli. So, unsa man ni siya, unsa may ilang gipaabot ani nga mga phrases sa Facebook.
So kani sila medyo sneak peek siya. So sa unsa nga genre ang i-play sa usa ka band. So if makita ka, shout out to my ex, so mostly pop girl vibes.
Yes. So naging siya mga connections later
Yes.
on. So karon nga naamoy 200 plus nga pre-registrants. So how did you like lead man or giunsa ninyo pag-andam ang mga pre-registration nga efforts para ma-successful ni siya and to reach more people and makagather mog audience inyo hang concert or performance later?
So the reason good behind anong nag-pre-register me is once you buy our tickets, inclusive na just sa snacks. So maong nag prepare me na kay para makakuan mi pila ang amo i-andam nga snacks, blah blah blah. And then yeah, with that pre-registrants, so mag-expect pa mo good mig daghan kay na good mga walk-ins, dili good na malikayan. So hopefully makaya ra sa logistics nga among na prepare despite the surge of audience. Yeah.
Speaking of snacks, lami ba? Can you assure the listeners nga lami?
So if you like chocolanay, so yeah, mga ang main na makay. It's part of the UP culture now.
Yes. So may I ask, since you mentioned the numbers right now and from last year differs in a lot, may I ask like what approach did you think nga ang rason nga mas daghan na ang kuan ron? Like lahi ba ang approach ninyo last year sa compared sa karon?
Yes.
I think it's more on the kuan sa social media gud siya kay gina-push na mo karon nga every member as much as possible kay mo share sa post na if like nami publications nga i-post sa page. We encourage each of our members to share. So basin wala ra na namo na enact last year. So probably maong reason nga nang dili kayo ingana ang mong reach last year.
Very good use of media right now, especially nga 21st century na ta. So in order to like reach the audience, so kuan man with nga kuan naman mo gamit na mo social media, like aware na ta sa technologies karon to reach further people all across the campus. So what else does UP like Upstrum have to offer to the UP Cebu community with all these media outlets na and platforms?
The one regret gud nga akong wala na kuan sa Upstrum is we're not very much political. Like I'm not saying na I don't want to be political, but I think dako kay siya nga gamit, like especially with music nga like si Glock 9 and Abra, dagan kayo sila kanang mo criticize gyud sa current nga status nato as a country. So I think kami nga music band man pod, why not do that as well? So from that, ganara ko nga more we can join more ingana na activities and not just entertainment lang.
Right. So now on a fresh year. So what does the caption of your new profile picture like back on track louder than ever means sa Facebook?
Pretty straightforward. It's just nga maamong first nga event karong academic year. So yeah, after a break from the summer, and we're back louder and ever.
That's right. So also the future sounds like this. So what does this tagline manong gipasabot sa mga tao nga the upstream is the future? That sounds like this.
Or like naabay gi-envision, like naamoy gi-hope, like is Upstream going for a goal to help to aid nga kung unsa inyong gi-envision nga what the future sounds like unsay meaning sa tagline, unsay inyong gi-envision nga what does the future sound like for Upstream, and do you guys have the goals to influence the sounds of the future ganon?
So the reason why giingon ta namo kay probably just to magnet luck kay ganadjud ko nga years after kay mo establish ng Ashram to the point nga we have our own rooms na pod like you like di ba UP nga naa sila yung own radio room. So I think mo makit-an jud na nato nga the reason behind that is wala gyud na fund kaayo ang atong sectors, ang education and all. So moro gud akong maingon is fund education, fund the arts, and itarong jud ang allocation sa budget nga dili ra fraud control.
Sakto gyud dapat i-balance gyud especially sa arts nga unfunded gihapon until this day. So speaking of more offers, so last year you appeared sa cookout and sa Christmas lighting. So makit-an nabasad mo karon sa cookout ug sa Pasko?
Yes. I'm not gonna go into much detail sa cookout kay ganahan mi nga surprise siya.
Okay, no spoilers. So, Kini, I don't think this would be considered as a spoiler. May plano ba ang Upstream na mag-release ng mga songs, music videos, especially when I heard from the grapevine, may mga members kayo na verified na sa Spotify, tas may guest din kayo from previous concerts nga may may contract sila with other music labels.
So, sa artist ka katong labels is actually that was Crescent Music and Ryan Borella. So Ryan Borella is I don't know if she graduated na but she's a UP student, and Crescent Music ilang guitarist is an instructor from the Comsci department. So that's why naka-invite rami nila kay connections raman. And I'm sorry, what was the first question?
Since like you mentioned right now, na naman mga connections din. So, is it possible or does Upstream have plans to release new songs or like
Actually na-envision na ako because during our auditions, usa ka girl nga nag-ask, is it okay to perform an original song? So from that alone, naka-idea na ko nga, why not create an avenue for songwriters. Like, bisag dili sila kabaw mo instruments, di sila kabaw mo kanta, as long as they can create something, why not ipaagi na sa Upstream, and kami bala mo-produce, kami bala i-disseminate ka ng a song, and yeah, we're inviting songwriters, so not just musicians.
Yeah.
Right. So Upstream could really bridge aspiring musicians to their brighter future ahead of them.
Yeah, tapos yung mga other artists rin nga into poetry, like pwede sila ma-expose then through music. They can deliver their message through music, through this experience. So Upstream is accepting members nga as long as as long as musically interested.
Yes.
Even though walang experience. Okay, mga scholars ng bayan, audition na mo next semester.
Yes.
And we'll be right back after a short break.
You're listening to ReOrganize, your go-to program about everything related to UP Cebu's organizations and student groups. Don't miss out on a game of fun with today's guest. Stay connected, stay engaged, stay reorganized.
And ReOrganize is back on live. Time check, it's 11:32 a.m.
For the recap, Offstrom's second concert is just around the corner. If you haven't registered yet, join later. They have snacks and also their setlist are lit.
We also talked about the the purpose of Upstrum along with their goals, their future endeavors, and the meaning of their taglines and logo updates. But let's not keep Troy waiting any longer. This segment is basically a fast talk. I will be giving you two options and you have to choose one. No explanation whatsoever. Are you ready for a short game of this or that?
User
Okay, this or that, concert or busking.
concert.
This or that, organize or perform.
Perform.
Sing or play an instrument.
Play.
Ballad or rock.
Rock.
Write an original or cover a song.
Cover.
Bonus question, which performer, dead or alive, would you want to share the stage with?
And why?
Razorheads. Okay, I'm a really big OPM fan.
Real, and it's good that Razorheads are not just about for entertainment, but their songs are very substantial, especially with the issues that we have right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Yeah.
Choice, Joy.
Thank you so much for being a good sport for our little game.
To all our listeners, don't leave just yet. We'll be right back after a short break.
We all dream of greatness. That feeling of accomplishment, of pushing ourselves further. But what if I told you greatness wasn't found in the gym or on a fancy machine? What if it was as simple as putting one foot in front of the other? Walking, jogging, they are a few of the most basic human movements, yet they hold immense power. It's a chance to clear your head, boost your energy, and ignite your inner athlete. Each step is a victory. Each step towards a healthier you. A step towards a clear mind. A step towards the greatness that lies within. So lace up your shoes, step outside, and feel the world open up beneath your feet. Because with every walk, you're not just going somewhere. You're becoming something, the greatest version of yourself.
You're listening to UP Cebu, kauban nimo. Ang imong kauban, di kabiyaan. UP Cebu, kauban nimo. From highs to lows, from laughter to tears, kauban nimo ang UP Cebu.
So before we end, Troy, do you want to plug something? Your socials or maybe your concert later?
Yeah, just the concert. Come watch. The program will officially start at 2 p.m. and will end at around 6 p.m. And I was going to shout out some people. So, shout out to Lou, my co-founder. If wala siya, diligan ako ni Makaya i-establish ang org. And another shout out to Gwyneth, the current chairperson. So, I see the future of Upstrum within you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Troy, for gracing UP Cebu with your presence. This has been DJ Maya and
DJ Sai. We hope our Iskos and Iskas listening to our live stream enjoyed this feature with Upstrum as much as me and DJ Justin enjoyed talking with Troy.
If you want your organization to be featured next, don't hesitate to slide into our DMs.
Don't forget to follow our social media accounts, DYUP Sugbo on Facebook and DYUP Sugbo_UPC on Instagram, X, and TikTok.
You've been listening to ReOrganize, your go-to program about everything related to UP Cebu's organizations and student groups.
Tune in only here at DYUP Sugbo every Wednesday from 10:50 to 11:50 in the morning. And don't forget to cast your votes for the special elections only until 11:59 this evening. Stay connected, stay engaged, stay reorganized. This was ReOrganize, your go-to program that explores the vibrant world of student organizations here at UP Cebu. Until our next exploration, stay connected, stay engaged, stay reorganized.